Hey up, so I'm not wearing makeup today. So you know what that means? It's not a makeup tutorial. Obviously we've got this lockdown, and the other day I was walking the dogs and I just noticed that everyone was having their exercise on, well, what was the pit, which is fine, you know. We need as exercise. I mean, that's probably going to be banned now, thanks. When the weather got bad and people stopped wanting to go for walks, I still had to walk the dogs, and I noticed plastic water bottles, I noticed cans, I noticed empty bubble packets, basically just plastic thrown everywhere, which, you know, it's usually messy on there, but not to the extent that it was the other day. There are bins. There aren't a lot of bins, but there are bins. You can keep it in your hands. You can take it home and recycle it. You don't have to throw it. And you know, it's also like poo bags as well. Like, I don't want to talk about this, but you know, you pick up dog poo, you put it in a bag, you dump it by a tree. That makes it worse, right? So I care about the planet, and I wanted to know how I could help it. And anyone that knows me since primary school or after knows that I absolutely love a band called McFly. Their bassist Dougie, the first love of my life, he has this book called Plastic Sucks. I'm reading it, I got about halfway through and I got a bit worried that maybe he was a bit out of, well, I don't want to say out of touch, I don't want to say bad about him, but I know that things that are slightly better for you tend to be more expensive. So I wanted to have a look here and see if these alternatives, don't know how I'm doing that, are more expensive, less expensive, you know, because he gives alternatives in the book. Maybe it's not as easy as he's making it seem. One of them I've already done. I've already got a bamboo toothbrush. I've got paper and metal straws as well. And this. Let's take a look. Hello. So as professional as always, as BTEC as always, the camera cut off. So I sort of got my voice recorder out on my phone and tried to mimic everything. It's a mess. What do you expect from me? Yeah, it also says that after I've looked at everything, I'm gonna look at my soap and everything, see if it contains microbeads, but also once I get some money on me, you know, I'm starting work next week, so once I get some money, I might test these out. I mean, there's nothing really to test. A couple of things that I'm questioning, not certain about, so I might try them out, I might not. I'm not making promises, but it's an idea. Right, so ignore the watermark. The brushes don't look that bad in price. Saying that, I don't really know how much a normal one is. The comb looks really good in price. Let's just have a look at plastic. Yes, it looks about the same. There's a shop I know called Bamboo. It's one where you can get a bar of shampoo. So take a look at that. The toothbrush, we got the floss. It's in euros, but £5.90. I think it's euros anyway. Sometimes the pound sign looks funny. You got the cotton buds, straws, travel case for the toothbrush, all these. And there you've got your bar of shampoo. No, that doesn't look bad at all. And they've got other things. Let's have a look at a bar of soap, which there is actually a big difference. I mean, obviously some can come as just as normal soap, but it's $79.80, $35.60. That's ridiculous. They're cute. There's a saying that Yorkshire girls have deep pockets and short arms. I certainly have short arms. Yeah. On to microplastic free toothpaste, which you couldn't find anything for. So on to tooth powder, which is what it says in the book. That doesn't look too bad for what it is, I suppose. I think for them you're paying for brands rather than... I think you're always paying for brands rather than a reusable metal razor. Nope. I got the straws. Nah. And that's kind of cute. Menstrual cup. Which obviously isn't the prettiest thing. I think for a health thing it's a pretty standard price, because that is more medical. I mean, it's standard, it's not fair. You know, we won't get into it though, we won't get into it. Washable menstrual pads are there. I don't think they're a bad price. Again, these are some heavy flow pants, which I stumbled across. I don't think that'd be good if you have a really heavy flow. That's my only concern with them though. You'd have to like constantly wash them. But if you feel comfortable, I don't see an issue in that. I mean, why would there be an issue? I just don't think they're very, I can't think of the word. Next, it goes kitchen things, and it goes onto tea bags. You could use a metal tea ball, which I'd never heard of, but on looking at it, it's kind of cute. But it says just get tea leaves on their own. Loose tea leaves. Which again, doesn't seem a bad price. Standard. And then we're going to ground coffee, which is what I use. And then cheese in wrapped paper. I couldn't find anything for it. But that seemed to be everything. So the tiny pieces of plastic, they get in everything. They get washed down the drain. They get into fish. You know, fish eat them. We eat fish. They get into us. It's not good. Yeah. Polystyrene. Polyethylene. Polypropylene. I am a scientist. My first thing is this, and simple. They have a lot of flowers and nature and stuff, so it might be a bamboozle, but I'm pretty sure they're good for the environment. And this is good. Good for the environment. Next up, I shouldn't use it because it's my mum's birthday present, or Christmas present. It's a present, and it's not for me. But it's the Dove thing. That's what I'm using at the minute. Learn about me. And we're good. And then we've got my brightening blonde shampoo. And it's good. And then we've got the conditioner to match. We're good. I am good for the environment. Like, definitely pick this up. It's a kid's book. That became very apparent when I was reading it. But it's tips. It's good. Hey, look at that. Did good for the environment. Paper. Is it? It's upside down. So in conclusion, Dougie is a smart boy, and we should listen to him and try out these products and not litter and save the planet. And we can also save the planet by staying inside. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like it, subscribe, comment. Other ways you can help. Yeah. Share it around if you feel like it. Thank you. Bye.